"Why are you doing this?" they ask, their voices trembling with disbelief, as if kindness is the only currency you're allowed to spend. But you've learned. Oh, you've learned. Kindness doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't put food on the table or shield you from betrayal. The same people you kept helping, the ones who bled you dry with their endless needs, their empty promises, they weren't liabilities. No, they were leeches. And you let them. You let them cling to you, feeding off your time, your energy, your soul, until you had nothing left for yourself. Not anymore. Every yes you uttered was another brick in the wall of your own prison. Every favor, every compromise, every second wasted on people who didn't deserve your presence. It all built the chains you're now breaking. They didn't appreciate you. They took your strength, your loyalty, your decency, and used it to their advantage. Why wouldn't they? You made it easy. You were the safety net, the one who always caught them when they fell. But when you fell, when you hit the ground, the net was gone. There was no hand to pull you up, no voice to reassure you. That's when you realized you were fighting battles for people who wouldn't even stand beside you in the war. Now you've stopped being so nice. Kindness without boundaries is a slow suicide, a fool's game, and you're done playing it. You're cutting off the liabilities. Because the truth is harsh, but it's liberating. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Not everyone deserves access to your heart, your time, your energy. You see it clearly now. Who adds to your life and who subtracts from it. Who stands with you and who just stands in your way. And the ones who subtract, they're gone. You're not explaining. You're not apologizing. You're not looking back. This isn't cruelty. This isn't bitterness. This is clarity. You've given so much, too much to people who only saw you as a resource. You've loved them harder than they loved themselves, and it drained you. But love isn't enough when it's one-sided. Effort isn't enough when it's unreciprocated. So you're taking all that energy, all that time you wasted, and redirecting it to yourself. Because being nice isn't worth sacrificing your peace. Being nice won't protect you from the users, the manipulators, the liars. The world doesn't reward martyrs. It forgets them. And you're not here to be forgotten. So let them call you selfish. Let them accuse you of being cold. Let them paint you as the villain in their story. It doesn't matter. You're not here to please everyone. You're here to survive. You're here to thrive. They'll learn soon enough. You didn't stop being nice. You started being fair. And fairness, unlike kindness, is merciless. Fairness doesn't wait for approval. It doesn't ask for permission or explain itself. Fairness is the sharp edge of reality cutting through the fog of niceties, leaving no room for weakness or excuses. You gave them chances, more than they deserved. You stayed up at night worrying about their problems, juggling their chaos, while they slept soundly, oblivious to the weight they piled on your shoulders. You carried burdens that weren't yours, hoping they'd see your worth, your effort, but they didn't. They never do. And why would they? You taught them it was okay. You taught them you'd always be there, no matter how many times they ignored your needs, dismissed your feelings, or left you hanging. You were the dependable one, the unbreakable one, the one who never said no. But now you've learned the most important word in the world. No. No, I won't pick up your pieces anymore. No, I won't drop everything to save you again. No, I won't set myself on fire to keep you warm. You see, saying no isn't just an act of defiance. It's an act of self-preservation. It's the boundary that separates who you were from who you're becoming. Because who you were, that person was too forgiving, too trusting, too eager to prove their worth to people who never deserved it. But who you're becoming, that person is untouchable. You've stopped watering dead plants, stopped feeding connections that only drain you. The people who once thrived on your kindness are scrambling now, panicking, because they can feel the shift. They're losing their grip on you, and they're terrified. But their fear isn't your problem. Their discomfort isn't your burden. For once, it's about you. Your time is a currency, and you've wasted enough of it on liabilities. It's time to invest in yourself. It's time to put your energy into things and people that actually matter. People who reciprocate. People who uplift you, challenge you, inspire you. People who see your worth without you having to prove it. And don't feel guilty about walking away. They'll call you heartless. They'll accuse you of abandoning them. Let them. Their words are just echoes of their own failures. They're angry because they can't manipulate you anymore. They're hurt because they can't control you anymore. But your life isn't their playground. So cut the ties. Let them flail. Let them talk. Let them spin their narratives. You've wasted enough time defending yourself to people who were never listening. The only explanation they deserve is your silence. And when they come crawling back, and they will, they'll find the door closed. Because this time, you're not opening it. You're done handing out second chances to people who turned the first into a weapon. You're done carrying dead weight. You're done being the safety net for people who would never catch you if you fell. You're not bitter. You're better. Better at spotting the fakes. Better at prioritizing your peace. Better at saying no. This isn't about revenge. It's about respect. The respect you've finally decided to give yourself. You've learned that being nice doesn't mean being weak. That kindness without boundaries is just another form of self-sabotage. So you're drawing the line, and you're not crossing it for anyone. Let them think you've changed. Let them think you've turned cold. Because the truth is, you've only woken up. You've stopped playing the role they assigned you, stopped living in their stories, and started writing your own. And in this story, you're not the one bending, breaking, or sacrificing. You're the one standing tall, unshaken, unapologetic. Because fairness isn't about being nice. It's about being free. Free from the guilt they tried to instill in you. Free from the endless cycle of giving without receiving. Free from the weight of their expectations, their judgments, their selfish needs. You've broken the chains they didn't even realize they had wrapped around you, because every "can you help me just this once" was a link. Every "you're so good to me" was another. They wove their dependence into your kindness until it became a trap. And the worst part, you let it happen. Not anymore. You see the truth now, don't you? The more you gave, the less they valued it. The more you sacrificed, the less they respected you. You became their crutch, their fallback, their emotional ATM. And they became the liabilities you could no longer afford. But here's the thing about liabilities. They don't just drain your resources. They drain your soul. They rob you of the time, energy, and peace of mind you could be investing in your own growth, your own happiness, your own future. And for what? Gratitude? Loyalty? No. All they gave you was emptiness. And that emptiness, that's what drove you to change. You started looking at your life differently. You started asking yourself the hard questions. Who really adds value to my life? Who truly stands with me when things get tough? Who would I trust if everything fell apart tomorrow? The answers weren't what you hoped for, but they were what you needed. You realized that the people who drained you didn't care about you. They cared about what you could do for them. They were never in your corner. They were just in your shadow, taking what they could, giving nothing in return. So you cut them off, not out of anger, not out of spite, out of necessity, because you finally understood that your energy is finite, that every hour you spend on someone who doesn't deserve it is an hour stolen from yourself, that every ounce of effort wasted on the wrong people is effort that could have been used to build something real, something meaningful, something lasting. You're not cruel. You're focused on protecting your peace, focused on building a life that isn't weighed down by users and manipulators, focused on surrounding yourself with people who truly see you, who truly appreciate you, who truly deserve you. Because when you stop being so nice, you start being unstoppable. No longer are you distracted by the noise of others' demands. No longer are you tied down by their endless needs. You're moving forward, faster and stronger, with nothing holding you back. And the best part, they can't stop you. The ones who called you too nice are now calling you too harsh. The ones who praised your kindness are now bitter about your boundaries. But their opinions don't matter anymore. You've reclaimed your power. You've taken back control. Because in the end, it's not about being nice. It's about being smart. And the smartest thing you've ever done is cutting off the liabilities before they could drag you down any further. Let them resent you. Let them misunderstand you. Let them fade into the past where they belong. You're done carrying their weight. You're done sacrificing your peace for their comfort. You're done letting nice be your prison. This is your time now, your energy, your life. And from this moment on, you're spending it wisely. So here you are now, unshackled, unburdened, untouchable. You've learned that life doesn't reward the overly nice. It rewards the discerning, the unapologetic, the ones who know their worth and refuse to settle for less. You've walked through the fire of their expectations, their manipulation, their endless taking, and emerged as something stronger, something sharper. No longer weighed down by liabilities, you stand tall with clarity, purpose, and conviction. Let them call you cold. Let them call you ruthless. Those words are just echoes of their disappointment, not your truth. Because the reality is, you're not cruel. You're wise. You're not heartless. You're fearless. You've traded being nice for being respected, being used for being valued, being drained for being free. This is your new chapter. This is your new standard. No longer will you tolerate people who take without giving, who consume without contributing. You've drawn the line, and you're not crossing it, not for anyone, because you've realized the most powerful truth of all. You don't owe anyone anything. From now on, your life will be filled with purpose, peace, and people who earn their place in it. And that's the ultimate liberation.